final 2 episodes of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour documentary drop. Everything we learned. Taylor Swift has given fans behind-the-scenes access to her record-breaking Eras Tour as part of a 6-part Disney Plus docuseries. The worldwide tour became a cultural phenomenon, with fans dressing up as their favorite era, exchanging friendship bracelets, and predicting what surprise song Swift was going to sing each night. It also boosted local economies, generating an eye-watering $2 billion. As an early Christmas treat for her fans, Swift announced the final 2 episodes are coming earlier than planned, as they dropped on Tuesday, December 23rd, instead of the scheduled Friday, December 26th. In the finale episodes of Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, the final show, we get behind-the-scenes access to the final Eras Tour shows as Swift reflects on success, and we also see how she recorded her latest album, The Life of Showgirl, by flying to Sweden during her breaks from the tour. Here is everything we learned from the finale episodes of the docuseries. Swift pays tribute to her grandmother Marjorie. The 5th episode is titled Marjorie, in tribute to Swift's maternal grandmother, and is also the name of a song from her 2020 album Evermore, which explores the topic of grief as Marjorie passed away when Swift was 13 years old. Some home footage is included where we see baby Taylor enthusiastically sitting at the piano, hitting the keys with encouragement from her grandmother. Part of the Eras Tour is a celebration of my family, Swift explained in the episode, and we also see her perform Marjorie live each night on the Eras Tour, which Swift's mother, Andrea, admitted was emotional for her. It began with my mother, and that prepared me better than anything could have for having a child like Taylor, who pretty much wanted to follow my mother's footsteps, Andrea said, referring to Marjorie's musical background, and her singing is even included in the track Marjorie. How Swift and Gracie Abrams planned their surprise Eras Tour duet. Another episode and another backstage look at how a surprise guest performance came together. And this time it was Gracie Abrams gracing the stage with Swift after her song Us was nominated for a Grammy. She and I went out to celebrate in between shows. We ended up having a lot of drinks, and then we ended up writing a song we were really proud of and just got nominated for a Grammy, Swift recalled. I just thought, wouldn't it be cool to do that song in Toronto? Kind of create a special moment, mash it up with one of the other songs the fans really love. We then see the 2 musicians rehearse the mashup of their song Us with Swift's track Out of the Woods, a song which Abrams says is in her top 3 favorite songs of all time. Recording The Life of a Showgirl in Sweden during the Eras Tour. During her record-breaking tour, Swift also found time to record an entirely new album, The Life of Showgirl, and she flew out of Sweden in between shows to collaborate with producers Max Martin and Shellback, whom she described as her mentors. Making the album while I was on the Eras Tour, I was in a place in my life where life felt so full of possibility, Swift said, and it felt like I was figuring things out, and it felt so romantic and magical and passionate. We also see the producers show Swift some traditional Swedish Christmas staples, where nuts and raisins are put in a cup and hot spice wine is then poured in, and it got the singer's approval, as she said it was delicious. Travis Kelce's sweet letter to Swift before her final shows. Ahead of her final shows, Swift received a sweet letter and flower arrangement from her fiancé, Travis Kelce, which she read out backstage with her mother. So many unbelievable memories on this tour, but my favorite one is seeing you in concert for the first time and being mesmerized and swept off my feet by a woman who doesn't even know me, read a smiling Taylor. Selfishly, I say thank you for creating this legendary tour, and to tour manager Robert Allen for making you stop through Kansas City, Missouri. That night in KC was the beginning of me meeting the love of my life. This is in reference to when Kelce attended the Eras Tour at Arrowhead Stadium in July 2023 and brought along a friendship bracelet with his number on it to give to Taylor. But he was unable to meet her and shared this on his New Heights podcast, and as we saw in previous episodes, Swift's mother, Andrea, encouraged her to meet him, and the rest is history. Some of the letters Swift read privately to herself and then exclaimed, "Oh my God," as she told her mother, "so much for no emotions on the last 3 shows." Life after the Eras Tour. I think that after this tour, it would be nice to grow back some of the things I've had cut out of my life, said Swift, reflecting on life after the Eras Tour. You just don't have any energy for anything that seems optional. So I'm interested in regaining some of that because I know I used to have hobbies and like a personality outside of this tour. She joked. I can't remember what they were, but I'll let you know. There were also some major updates post-Era's tour, which are included at the end of the series, such as Swift buying back her masters, her and Travis getting engaged, and how her latest album, The Life of Showgirl, became her biggest album thus far.